Hello, and welcome to the Hinge.
Hello!
The stuff and the things. What's been going on this week?
What has been going on this week? I watched Hereditary last night.
Oh, right, okay, that's pretty good.
The creepy film.
With the creepy girl face.
But that was one of the films that came out, and...
everyone went nuts for it.
Well,
some people went nuts for it.
And loads of my mates saw it and were like, nah, it was a bit shit. And anyway, I really, really enjoyed it.
Mm.
There's no jump scares.
No.
It's just terror building.
But there's like a twist in there, isn't there? Or some sort of plot.
It's a bit like, well, it depends if you've seen it. So it's a bit Exorcist-y.
Okay.
And a bit, have you ever seen Rosemary's Baby?
No, I've never seen Rosemary's Baby.
That's a great
What's Rosemary's Baby?
So that is, it's, who the fuck is it? It's where the woman gives birth to the devil.
Oh, okay.
Her husband is like the struggling actor in New York, and he sells her soul, basically gets her pregnant by the devil.
Oh.
And everyone in the apartment block is in this cult, basically, and they're all trying to use her, and she thinks she's going mad. And she's like eating raw meat and stuff. It's very, very famous. It's John Lennon got shot outside the same apartment block.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. It's
Was
Mia
that
Mia
before or after?
Farrow.
Was
I'm
that
sure it's
before or
Mia
after?
Farrow. Sorry, it's Mia Farrow's the main girl in it.
Okay. You said you looked at the Rotten Tomatoes scores.
Yeah, so that one's got like a really high critics rating, but
Yeah.
then a really low audience rating. So I kind of went in with no expectations, and actually, when I went to bed, I was a bit like, because there's a few noises in it, and there's a few scenes, especially in the dark, where you're like, well, I'm a bit creeped out now upstairs.
Yeah.
But it's good because there wasn't a single jump scare.
No.
When it was like, blah, it was just, oh, this is good. And he's also got a film on YouTube, his short film.
This guy.
Same guy. Yeah. It's called Ari something, I can't remember his second name. I only just watched it before. It's called We Have to Talk About the Johnsons.
Okay.
And it's a half-an-hour film on YouTube. It's got about 2.5 million views.
Oh, okay.
About this family and a father and a son and their relationship. I'm not going to tell you any more.
No, okay.
Just watch it.
How long is it?
It's just half an hour. It's just a film.
Cool.
Today's Hinge is sponsored by Tesco's Expert for Men range.
Right, okay. Really
now, after
scraping the barrel.
No, they called us, and after the success of IKEA, they were on the phone straight away. You feel like the calf tears.
I've actually never
like calf
ever
tears just
really...
in there.
It's calf what?
Calf tears. Now, these blades are found on the street in Cambodia from puddles. They wash them off.
Right. Oh, shit, you've actually... Why have you got this? How did you even know I was going to do this?
They wash them off, and yeah, they should. So I'm 99% disease-free. So Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes is changing the way that they do things. They've taken their rating system off iTunes. How much does a Rotten Tomatoes score influence your...
I tend to always go for IMDb, mainly because I have all your watch lists and I have my ratings, so I've got the app.
Yeah.
So I automatically just go for it. But I do use Rotten Tomatoes if it's like a bit of a backup. Do you know, if a lot of people are saying one thing, well, actually, I'll just check that.
Yeah.
But I still don't quite understand, is like fresh, so
it's basically just like
squish.
A yes or no, I'd watch it.
Is that it? Is it not
That's
like
it.
if you...
Yes or no, so they don't go, oh, I'd call this a squish or a...
Is that what you called?
I don't know.
It's like the smush bit.
I'll go for a green tomato or whatever. Like, I'm not going to... They don't rate it themselves. They just say yes or no. So essentially, it's just like an average compared to, of yeses or nos.
Okay.
So, obviously, it feels like every single documentary that comes out is always 100%.
Fresh.
On Rotten Tomatoes. Fresh, yeah.
Yeah.
They're always so it's sort of, to me, I'm like, I don't want to watch that. So I feel like the critics' consensus and the audience's consensus is the thing that I look at when I'm judging Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Films.
Well, you kind of judge it somewhere in the middle, don't you?
Yeah, that's it. Critics, I feel like they all have the same kind of mind.
Well, it's the same with IMDb, where when a movie just comes out and it's vaguely good, it's always incredibly high ratings.
Okay.
And then, I think I mentioned before, The Dark Knight, I think that was either 10 out of 10 or 9.9 out of 10.
Okay.
Out of, obviously, 10, for probably a month or two while it was at the cinema. And then now it's 8.9. It's still a very good movie, but everything always adds another couple of maybe 10% or 15% worth of value.
I think, to be honest with The Dark Knight Rises, that was massively due to people going fucking nuts if anyone said it was a bad film.
Well, that was Dark Knight Rises. That was also...
was that Rises?
Yeah. Dark Knight went high, but Dark Knight Rises was in the 9s when it first came out. So there's always that first bit, and everyone has a chance to look back and go,
yeah, actually, let's not call it that. What other amazing things have happened?
Amazing thing. Well, Captain Marvel's out. Let's go
that's
crazy.
out. Well, let's talk about that in a proper review.
Oh, so we're not mentioning the fact we may go and see it.
We're going to go.
Probably
go and see it. Yeah, we could. If you want to continue watching next week, and we'll go and see Captain Marvel.
We might go and try and do a sort of vague hot tape.
Yeah,
hot tape.
We're going to tape. We're going to tape Captain Marvel.
No, we're taping what we feel about it.
No. This is it. We've got the hot tape. We're going to tape Captain Marvel on this phone. and we're going to show you.
Send us 50p
and
per
then,
copy.
Oh,
and
yeah,
we'll send it.
we'll do it. We'll send it you.
So what we tend to get, about 25 views? Like the money is going to be pretty big.
Yeah.
And if you're short on cash, don't forget, £1.
They're only £1. What,
gets
for the
you
whole
that
lot?
many?
What, £1 gets you that
Yeah.
many street razors?
Yeah, street razors.
Or
yeah.
pre-owned razors.
Yeah.
This one's got loads of rust on it.
I know, well.
Yeah.
If you want Gillette, you got to pay Gillette prices.
Jared Leto in Morbius.
Yeah, I only know Morbius from the cartoon. And he wants plasma.
And
he couldn't say blood.
Plasma. Yeah, is that why they said plasma?
I think it was because he didn't want people's blood. He couldn't say that.
Again, we're talking about Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. The animated series.
The animated series
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And then,
but that's all I know about him. He had a cool leather jacket in the cartoon.
He was in it fucking loads. That whole season, he was just in it.
Was he?
I didn't like him.
Was he not like best friends with?
He was best friends with
I was going to say Mary Kate then.
Mary Jane. No, I think it was like there was a blonde girl. I think it was Felicia Hardy.
Oh, Black Cat girl.
He was like Felicia. Remember he used to say weird shit like that. He was like,
he was basically
he just fell in love with everyone.
Guy.
Yeah. So okay, Michael Morbius. I'm not bothered about this film really.
I forgot it even existed until today when the thing came out.
Yeah, I heard
and the picture's really shit. It's just like the clapper.
Yeah.
It's just like that's his eyes are looking through it like, oh, Jared Leto, I'm crazy,
Michael
mate.
Morbius. Episode 9.
Episode 9. What's happening?
Okay, my ideas are we're gonna go. It's gonna be 5 years later.
Yep, that makes sense.
5 years later, time jump, big time jump.
Leia's
5 years later,
been smushed by something.
Leia's been killed. We're going to see a flashback of that. Kylo Ren will be doing really well, and then it basically will be like, does Rey actually need to take him down? As in, like, Rey's been fighting for this whole shit. Apparently, like, I don't know. I feel like it's going to be is the Jedi and are the Sith, and the balance in between is going to basically be broken. And because we've got all these new Jedis popping up and around, essentially it's going to be like a sort of Jedi civil. I don't know. Like I'm basically
that doesn't sound very endy though. Or do you think it's not going to have an end? Like I don't expect.
I think it will have an end, but I think it's I think it's literally just going to be like there's a balance. And
no,
the
but
whole
is there a balance
thing is
already?
going to
You've only got.
But the thing is, the whole thing's going to be literally, essentially, like it's going to be just things work out well for both of them in a weird way.
I agree with the 5 years after thing.
Yeah, the 5 years
after. Time
thing.
jump. I don't think Kylo Ren's going to end up being the bad guy. I know he is the bad guy, but how it was sort of left was it was really obvious he wanted to connect with Rey, and it felt like he wasn't like he's a pure evil guy. There was clearly some good in him.
Like I feel like it's going to be more of a.
So I don't think
change you to make it work.
Yeah, but he's got no like threat to me. He's got no threat to him now.
On my thing, there's no bad guy.
Or there's somebody else who's going to step into the thing and go.
That would be the way it should be.
And then maybe, obviously, Kylo and
Rey sort of defeat him.
Because I know it sounds completely ridiculous, but I won't be that fucking shocked if old Palpatine reappeared.
Really?
Stranger things have fucking happened.
Palpatine?
Well, he's the one who got thrown off a little hill and died.
A little hill?
Well, just in the Death Star. He just fell down a big hole.
But then the Death Star exploded.
No, but you could have just transported out of there. There's a million things you could have done.
Okay.
He gave up a bit quick with, I've fallen. Like, that's yeah. Well, I suppose at the end of Return of the Jedi, you've got Darth Vader, who at the time was still the big bad, with the Emperor, and you didn't think anything was going to change. It was like, Luke has to basically kill them both.
Yeah.
Which he kind of did.
Yeah.
But with this one, it's like, well, who's he fighting? He's fighting Kylo Ren. She's fighting Kylo Ren, who we already know has got good in him. And it doesn't feel like an end boss, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I get you there. So do you think there's going to be another person announced?
I think Kylo and Rey will survive.
Yeah.
The whole way through the film.
Oh, really?
Yeah, okay. I think they'll both survive, and I think there'll be another.
Yeah.
There'll be somebody else that'll come out.
There is another Skywalker.
Kylo Ren with his big army, and you've got the new you've got the rebellion fighting, and you think, it's going to be these two the whole film, but then something else is going to come out that maybe even not, as in not an Empire thing, not a thing, some other threat.
Okay. That's interesting.
It's going to like the White Walkers in Game of Thrones. So that's why I was talking about Game of Thrones.
It'd be interesting if we combined our two ideas, and Kylo Ren's doing really well, but he's doing too well, and he's too nice. He's not strong enough.
Oh, he gets like overthrown.
Well, he gets like the Empire's like, what do you mean we're not taking these star systems? And he's like, well, they seem like nice people in these star systems, and like, well, we need to take the resources. And he's like, no, don't need to take the resources. And he sort of gets ousted. They didn't go into that at all. The Last Jedi.
No, we're not talking about it.
The Last Jedi was shit.
It wasn't The Last Jedi.
No, that was The Last Jedi. Oh yeah. I don't understand why Yoda, Luke, Obi-Wan Kenobi, all the fucking Force ghosts in the world, Qui-Gon Jinn's still knocking around somewhere.
Yeah.
Why they're not all just there, sat around with Rey, just being like, "This is what you do."
Well, not do, because we're all fucking dead. Because I remember all the cases, but it was like, well, why is he not into prison? But then it was like, a lot of things were parents where they literally forcefully take their kids around and say, "Oh, we've got this son. Spend time with him.
Spend time with him." Yeah.
Because then if it's his word against the kid's word, the parents will go, "Well, we're going to sue you because our kid said this, or was told I could say this."
Yeah.
So obviously he's done something. Fuck the guy, but
well, he's done. I think he has. I think we've all made jokes and we've all sort of gone, yeah, he has done something, but we didn't actually know what. Like, most people were just like, oh yeah, he sleeps in bed with kids. But everyone's like, well, that doesn't mean anything sexual's gone on, blah, 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 blah.
He wasn't like a bit of a man-child because he had like no childhood.
Well, yeah, he was, but is that necessarily like an excuse?
Not an excuse.
Kids?
But I mean, it's more,
like, loads of people
what's
are
your
just
personality like?
Yeah, but like, he's clearly psychotic.
Are they his kids? Obviously, the girl does look a lot like him, but did he actually...
Banger.
Or was he just banging everyone? Maybe Michael Jackson just fucked everybody that moved.
Well, apparently he didn't. Apparently that was a big thing. He was very sexually repressed.
Yeah, I can believe that.
Yeah, so
but
he was.
That's what he's told us. That's what I mean.
Well, yeah, he's told us that, but apparently there's loads of people who wanted to sleep with him, and they were like, "I
threw
myself on Michael
millions
Jackson," and he just said no, and he was very quiet, and he stayed in bed. But it's like Ian Watkins, and he had, and obviously people literally would be giving their children to him.
Yeah, and he was like 0.1% as famous as Michael Jackson, and people.
But see, so that's what I mean. So has this also happened? Either a bunch of parents who were just sort of there with kids with no memories of this shit because they just went round to the house and literally.
Oh, especially if the kid was like 1 or 2, you just block it out.
But you know how many of these things also went on behind closed doors with Michael Jackson. I'm going to watch the documentary.
Well, it's a weird thing because
be
being so young, it's that thing where knowing what's true and what's true to you. So as in, if someone's parents went, Michael Jackson touched you up, and you were 3, but you're now 5 or 6, and you go, did he? Can't you remember?
And you can picture things in your mind.
Yeah, and you'll go, and you can lie detector it all, and you'll go, yeah, because for what you know, it's true.
No, yeah, but these guys were a bit older than that. Quite a bit older than that.
Yeah, I don't know what because I don't know what these is it 2.
Yeah, well, one of the guys is now 41.
What's it on? It's HBO though. So
it's on Channel 4. Channel 4.
Oh, actually, is it?
So it's actually on All 4 now. If you want to go and watch it, I think. Well, it's on All 4 now. Part 1 is definitely on All 4 now when this is going to be aired. So, anyway, let's just
duck butter.
Duck butter. Yeah. That's really the fucked up thing in the world.
So big thank you to
duck butter.
Duck butter. Yeah.
Right, duck butter. It's not coming out. Isn't it? It was meant to go at you. Sound like
What? These numbers, they make no sense. What is causing them? No! Get out of there! No!